something about tables or data grids and data list. It helps you a lot to create or arrange data in different formats. So you can do it in browser, or you can do it in in an Android device or a iOS device. So I will show you an example to do it in an Android device, but it should be enough to play around even in browsers. So the first thing I will do is to use the data master that we earlier created, the user authentication. I will create few more rows out here, like for example role of a user, and maybe date created, and we will update these rows. Just to miss out, so date created is a date fill and role is a category fill. Now we define the role, we just select it, go to settings and add the values here. So for example, admin, engineering, support, maybe I'll add one more, marketing. So yes, so this is done. We will not go into this for now. I'll leave that as it is. So this is done. Now we will just, admin is admin, user 1 is engineering, user 2 is support, and I will leave the dates created as it is for now. Okay, so we are done with this. We'll create a new screen, data screen, user data screen, user data. And now there was one issue when I was trying to use the data grid from here. So it was asking me if I use the existing one and say okay, for some reason it is throwing an error. I don't know. So what I did is go here on the top, dynamic content, and then just select either data grid or data list. So say for example, if I go for data list for now, okay, so I create a data list, an example user data. I use everything from here and just remove the password. I don't need the password, we don't want to display the password. So now this is done. I will just draw it here. So this is done. So if you see, the data list has been created, so you can see, and if I run it, so you can see username, role, and the date created. So this is done. So there are a lot of other things you can do out here. For now I will try to be limited here. There are a lot of things. For example, you want to go next screen, you want to go for next screen or previous screen, all those things can be done. So you can define, if you want here, for example, how many rows you want to display. So rows per page, 0 basically means everything will be displayed. So you can define, okay, I want to show only 2 rows or 3 rows. So in that case you might want to say, okay, press a button to go to the next page, or to the next, or to the end. So all those things can be defined. We'll do that later, sometime later. For now I'm just trying to show you how the data list or data grids can be used. So this is data list. Now let us use data grid, which will be more interesting in Android device or iOS device, smartphone devices. So we'll go and create dynamic content data grid. So I say user data, everything accept password. So I'll create here. So if you see, it is created in this grid format, but what I want is I want to show only one user details in one row. So it will be like a different lines for each user. That is how generally is being created in devices, smartphone devices. So what I will go is, so I will go, and here the orientation is horizontal, that's fine. You can see what is vertical. Sorry. So we will just change it to 1. If I do it vertical now, you will see the difference. So I make it 1. Okay, so I will just expand it, and now what I will do is I do not need this username, because looking at this people can identify what exactly is this. I do not want role separately. Let me just expand everything. Date created, I do not want, but I want this to be shown here. So you can see if it is in line or not. You can just put it here and see if it is in line. And this one I want to go for Comic Sans. Increase the font maybe like 18. So increase a bit. And this one as well, I'll just select both using Shift and say again Comic Sans MS maybe 12 should be fine. So if I just go and run this, so this will look like the following. So now you can make changes to this if you want. So now I just select this row. I want the background to be, say, blue. This is fine. I want to change this color to say orange kind of thing. Same thing for this. Same for this. I would like to see this as a bit 3D. Okay, let's see how does it look like. Nothing is coming. Let me see. I can remove this guides. Yeah. So I see that you can see that it's showing a bit of 3D kind of thing. So this is how you can keep designing the way you want. So this helps you to give you a more modern look. No doubt the color combination, everything has to be matched correctly. So it gives you more like a device where you can design in devices the way modern look looks like. So we can learn more about how to go to the next pages. And another thing I would like to highlight is, for example, if you want to do something repetitive. For example, if I will just show you, if I want to delete something, this is an example. There are a lot of ways you can do a delete. So I want to I want to select this, just double click on this and then press Ctrl and drag this into this. So when you do this, this will become a repetitive step. So if you see, this delete box becomes repetitive. Now